Right, should we have a little science lesson? I have been doing my research and I want to share with you the incredible DNA results that I got from biosynergy. So if you are massively confused about which flipping supplements to take and thinking, oh my God, how am I going to do this? This is what I'm going to hopefully explain to you, and you will understand a little bit more, like it's taken me. I've got so many notes written down here. So as you know, I've been using biosynergy for the last sort of 6 months or so, and obviously use protein powders. I know all about those. Brilliant. And I've always used vitamin D, especially in the winter. Love a bit of sun, and I knew I was deficient in that. However, 6 weeks ago, I actually did a DNA test for biosynergy. It's one of their newest products, and I'm flipping blown away by the results. And I actually had to speak to Daniel, the founder, to say, oh my God, you need to help me understand this. And I've just gone through everything, and it's a game changer for me. Honestly, I didn't think it would be, but it really is. So obviously DNA is your DNA. So I provided a DNA sample, it got sent off, and then I got my results through, and you get it all listed on an app, which is super easy to use. And for me as a massive technophobe, it has literally made everything so much more easy. And on the app, your personal results are listed into various categories. So for example, excuse me, as well, I told you it was a science lesson. Hope you enjoy. So it breaks down your DNA results, your health insights, and then it goes even into things like your genetic action plans, gives you a personalized meal guide and a training guide based on what's going to work for you. And it takes the guesswork out of what we think we should be doing, because it's really tough. Everybody's saying, oh, use this, try this. And even me as a fitness coach, I've got so many clients that ask me about food planning and how we do this. And obviously I run my own nutritional program, but one size doesn't fit all. And I think that's the key message to take away with it. Once you know what your own body can process and what your own body can digest, then that's when it makes a huge difference. So for example, I'm not going to go through everything because I could sit here. I've literally just sat here for 2 hours scribing away so that I could explain to everybody. I now know from my results that I have a very high risk of increased fat load through sugar. Now, that might sound, oh yeah, well, of course, Em, if you eat too much sugar, you're going to hold on to your fat. But unbelievably, for some people, that isn't the case. Hence why you see some people who are very lean and eat a lot of sugar. But what it says that in for my results, I need to really be aware that eating too much sugar means I'm going to increase my fat level, because obviously I don't process that properly. The great news is that for me, I do have a high protein diet, and it's saying that's absolutely fine. My body personally processes proteins brilliantly, but for somebody else who I've perhaps recommended, or you're trying a high protein diet, maybe your body doesn't process it properly, so therefore that's why you aren't getting the results. That is the key. It's all clicking into place now. I do feel like a bit of a teacher here today. So I've obviously said I know that I've got a vitamin D deficiency, and that will mean so many different things. So like my antitoxins, protecting from my bones. And I know that genetically I have a history of osteoporosis. My mum had osteoporosis, and my grandmother as well. So that kind of box ticked. So another reason why to put those supplements in. The other thing that's really interesting is it kind of talks, there's a part all about your craving sort of probabilities of what you might crave in your food. Now, I actually don't crave sugar. I crave crisps and salty things. And unbelievably, my DNA results, I don't know why I say unbelievably, because it is my DNA, says that I have a low sweet craving and a high kind of, salt craving. So that again just kind of goes, do you know what? This is spot on. I've got things like a normal metabolic rate, but But again, when you're trying to work out, especially if you are trying to lose weight, lean down and keep toned, we might all be doing the wrong form of diet. And this is what the DNA test does now. So it breaks that, takes that away and goes, oh, flipping heck, I shouldn't be having as much of that. I should be reducing that and adding that. Now, I'm really lucky that it says that I have a good rate of processing my carbohydrates. So I actually do eat quite a lot of carbs after I've trained. So I'm always, like this morning, I had a load of scrambled eggs on whole grain toast. So many people think that carbs are really bad. They're not, because I don't ever want to reduce that from a diet, but I am lucky that I can have it and I can use it and my body knows how to use it. But again, for somebody else, it may be a case that they can't break down carbohydrates. So, saturated fats, things like, all the coconut oils, basically meat sources and good fats. So, I don't ever have margarine and things like that. I always eat good fats and high fats. But again, for some people, you can't. But very interesting, this bit. I used to have a very high omega-3 diet. So I used to always snacking on my nuts.